Good morning. I've got no time to play no game. In fact, I would rather be alone. Tell you what, he would rather be alone. We're talking Bebe Cool here. I think I've got vocals, isn't it?
Samson, I can't believe you did that.
Dude, you are rough. Dude, you are rough.
Well, we've got Keith Kuyo here, who is the marketing manager, Vision Group Radios. Yeah. Did you know I could do Rated Next?
You've really just
say something.
Dude, you've taken us. I'm not even prepared for that.
Exactly. Tell me about it.
Okay.
Bebe Cool.
Okay, let's talk about Bebe Cool, Sophie, while Keith puts his act together.
No, I mean, this is the question that all of us are trying to figure out, is especially people who listen to music. Let me tell you, I love Ugandan music. I listen to Fie, I listen to Navio, I listen to Ryonga, I listen to Cindy to some degree. I do like Juliana. I do like some parts of Irene Namubiru. I'm a supporter. Will I buy the music is another thing. I listen to good stuff.
How do you get it?
But you know, I'm a passive
I don't
consumer.
think the infrastructure is even there for you to buy the music.
Honestly, I'm a passive listener. Okay. Why is it, Keith, in your opinion, does Bebe Cool come out on social media and say that radio stations, presenters are fueling the love for other genres except Ugandan music?
I think Bebe Cool, to some extent, yes, I'll applaud him for wanting to support Ugandan music. But where he made a mistake is to forget that in their pursuit for getting Lingala, Zouk, and everything out, they had to bring in a certain level or certain standard. They had to come in with music that was so good that everybody would have to stop listening to Zouk or to Lingala and start listening to them.
Which was tough.
Which was tough. So these guys actually had to travel, go to Kenya. I remember there was Bebe Cool, Chameleon, and Peter Miles.
Yes.
Those were the three that I can remember who crossed the border, went, did their music, and then came back. Of course, when they came, there was also that influx of Kenyan music that came into the market along with that, and then also some bongo. But they managed to drive out Lingala or whatever other music was there on the market. Now, if he thinks that just because they managed to get the music out, now they have that right to remain there and think that if they don't evolve, that they will. The market has evolved. It's not the same as it was in 1999. 99 is what, 14 years ago? Actually 15. It's 15 years ago. The market has changed. Nigerians have upped their game. South Africans have upped their game. Central Africans have upped their game. Why shouldn't he?
Now, Keith, let's get into the debate here. Who decides which music radio stations play? Is it one Bebe Cool who is using patriotism, or does the DJ, depending on his listeners and the values of his radio station, decide which music to play? Which way does it go?
Now, two things. Radio, you need to understand the radio station and the DJ are here to serve the audience, not the artist. If they were here to serve the artist, there would be a problem because all you would hear is the same old music, the same old sound. We're here to, as a market, the market is really diverse, especially with the coming of the internet. People have access to music from all over the world. Now, I have to be able to fulfill their needs by being able to get all this music, give them what is best, and throw it out there. Now, if, say for example, right now, Nigerian music, not really Nigerian, West African music, be it from the UK, because there are quite a number of Nigerians and Ghanaians who live in the UK who are producing music that's really good. But West African music has more or less taken over the African music scene. If you turn on Pan-African channels, MTV Base, if you turn on Channel O, if you turn on Trace Africa, you literally see Nigerians everywhere. They are the trend right now. Now, for you or for you as an artist, and I'm not going to single out Bebe Cool, but for an artist to say that we have to be patriotic and play majority Ugandan music, an artist has to say, okay, or think to themselves. And I like what Peter Miles said yesterday. I'll get to that. But for an artist has to sit and look and say, you know, Nigerians are at a high. What is it that has got them there? And you look and say, okay, their video quality is really good. Their audio quality is really good. They have music that has rich content. Now, people have moved away from just singing songs about parties. Yeah?
And war.
And war, exactly. There are decent, the people are singing music with content, actual content. Now, that's what the market wants. Now, well, if an artist cannot see that and begin to write music that is in line with that, we're not saying that you should copy the Jamaican accent or Nigerian accent or something, or copy their beats. But follow the trend and look at where the music industry is going. Say that, you know what, these guys are now shooting videos that are this expensive or are of this quality. If I keep on shooting videos on a handicam, it's not going to get anywhere. The reason why, and I keep using the example of Radio and Weasel, the Good Life Boys. Those guys are the SI unit of quality in Uganda. And Chameleon even realized it later on and said, I looked at the market, I have listened to my fans, I have gone back and shot my videos, some of my videos, and will be releasing them. Now, this was just before he did his album launch a few weeks ago. Rather, a week ago. It's just a week ago.
Whatever.
So he went back and shot 2 videos of songs that were really, really good. Went to South Africa, shot his videos, came back, and that is what he's releasing on the market. Why? Because he realized if his music is going to go beyond borders, yes, it has gone to Kenya, yes, it has gone to Tanzania, but if it's going to go further, if Channel O is going to pick his video and play it, because that opens doors. It has opened doors for people like Radio and Weasel, because now they get called by MTV Base for award ceremonies, the Mobo Awards. They get called by BET. There's no Ugandan artist who has got that exposure.
Well, okay, I just have 2 things to say here very quickly. One, I think you didn't want to single out Bebe Cool as an artist, but I will single him out. I think Uganda has supported Bebe Cool in ways we don't even realize. He has an annual event that he does in Kiwatule where he brings together artists, and people support that. They pay for the tickets to be entertained. Secondly, is he not the same artist who went to the UK on behalf of Uganda to do the Mandela tribute, you know? And the song, in my opinion, wasn't necessarily the best song. Mandela was in prison for a reason. I mean, your 2-year-old can write that, right? But we supported him. And he was on a platform with Will Smith, with every known artist that you can imagine, singing that stuff. You know what I mean? And we supported him, even when the art form could be better. And so fast forward to what he's saying today. I think the point here isn't necessarily the fact his music isn't being played or that we have a love for Nigerian music. I think the fact is he may not be keeping up with the Joneses. The truth of the matter is, worldwide, people will tell you, even in music industries that are internationally based, that music has changed in terms of its sales. People no longer go out and buy music as they did on a CD. They swap files, they buy one single. It's no longer the Kayola of your music. It's a single, or it's something that they gravitate to. People now have the liberty of choice. And if Bebe Cool can't keep up, he can't blame the music industry.
Now, and I want to put a last question to the 2 of you. I think you've probably as well worked in radio. The question of, will Bebe Cool win a war with radio stations? But
never.
One of the things I want to weigh in on here, Philip Bongole Rutaya and his family have never asked radio DJs to play Philip Bongole music, but every Christmas it is out there. And Bebe Cool needs to find out why. Nobody has asked anybody to play Eddie Wamala's music.
And that's just the point that I was trying to make. It's the quality of your music is what sells you. It is not you as a person. Just because you are so and so, and I want to avoid, because there's this whole thing of we have singled out Bebe Cool, but it's basically because Bebe Cool was the guy who started this whole debacle. But for Bebe Cool to want his music to be played, he has to sing something that is of high quality, something that actually enriches society, something that actually builds you. You can't keep singing about wars and how people hate your wife, how people
All right, yeah.
how people are meddling in your business. You can't keep singing about I don't know.
Every time he has
I'm now soaring like an ego.
Which brings me to this other point. Let me ask you a question. Has Bebe Cool had beef with Chameleon in the past?
Yes.
Has there been terrible beef? But there's been beef, right? Is it coincidental, in your opinion, that Chameleon just had a successful concert, even though it rained, and a week later, Bebe Cool is turning the attention on himself? This is PR 101.
Yeah.
I mean, this is someone who wants us to deflect the attention, but from an artist who's been doing really well to himself.
That move backfired in his face. Apart from his fans who came behind him and said, yeah, you have to play Ugandan music. Apart from that, there are many Ugandans who actually came out and said, Bebe Cool.
Who are smarter than that.
Yeah, who are smarter than that, who actually saw it and did not go the headmaster has said, you have to play Ugandan music, so we will. They didn't go that route. They actually sat back and said, Bebe Cool, understand, we are not here to listen. We just can't, we are the audience. We can't be given everything and just be expected to take it in.
Let me ask you, if somebody like Alex Mukuru said, let's play Ugandan music, would that be hard, better than now that Bebe Cool is the one saying it?
It wouldn't be
He's
hard.
not a commercial artist. He's just an artist, a cultural person who preserves culture. But this is very different. This is commercial music in which he's competing with the likes of Madonna, J-Lo, Fire, Rionga, you know, Davido, all these artists, even artists from South Africa like Mikasa. It's a world market.
Exactly.
And the thing is, if he can't step up to the plate, please go home and eat cake.
In fact, we would rather be alone. Lastly, where is this war between Bebe Cool and radio stations finally going to end?
I think, one, it's not really a war. I think it's been an educative discussion that has happened online, a very informative one. And artists will begin to see that they do not deserve airplay. They have to earn airplay.
So as a marketing...
Because one, remember, the radio station is in this for money. They're in this for business. The artist is in this for money. The DJ is in this to get paid. You understand? It's a job. Everyone has their job. Now, if one person cannot do their job right, they should not expect these other two people to pull their weight.
So who does determine playlists?
The audience does.
The audience.
The audience does.
As in, you play it, they like it, you play it again.
You get requests for the music, you hear people talk about it, you hear it in the clubs, then you will know that it's actually working in the industry, and you should be able to give it more airplay. But if the artists do not, and I appreciate and I love that many people have begun rather to see that, you know what, quality is what is required in the industry.
You have to fuel his Hummer. I mean, really, you guys aren't doing your job. Exactly. The Hummer needs fuel.
Now, that was Keith Kuyo, who is marketing manager, Vision Group Radios. Bali kululira kaliba nawe. Bali kululira kaliba. Bebe Cool, you are going on Kaliba. Let's get that break, and just after the break, our very own Faith Ariho will be coming up with the news updates. See you after Faith.
This is Urban TV.